ಹೌದು ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಮಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಮಸ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ಕೇಜ್ ಅವರ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ಕೇಜ್ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಕಂಪೋಸರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಓನ್ ಸ್ಟುಡಿಯೋಗೆ ನಾವು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಬನ್ನಿ ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ಕೇಜ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಸೋಣ. ಹಾಯ್ ರಿಕ್ಕಿ.
ಹಾಯ್.
ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಮಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ಮೆರಿ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಮಸ್ ಟು ಯು ಟು.
ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿಕ್ಕತ್ತಾಗ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆದರೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ. ರಿಕ್ಕಿ, ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ, ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಮಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಹುಡ್ ಹಾಗೆ ನೀವು ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು US ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಹೇಗೆ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಮಸ್ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
Christmas is a beautiful time actually, in the sense that it's all about togetherness, it's all about love, it's all about peace and harmony. And some of my fondest childhood memories are, my parents setting up a Christmas tree at home and, decorating it, and all of us, my brother, me, my mother, father, getting together and, going around the tree and decorating it with all these trinkets and small decorative items and lights and stuff like that. So right now, because of my work schedule and stuff like that, it becomes difficult to celebrate. But nevertheless, I always try to, at least see a couple of Christmas trees. There are these big Christmas trees which are put up all over Bangalore. So I try to go and visit these places. And also as a music composer, I try to listen to a lot of Christmas music. I love Christmas music because it's so nice and so beautiful. So in my car, usually there are carols playing and on CD, and even in the studio also sometimes, when I'm free, I'm listening to Christmas music. So that's how I celebrate Christmas in general.
ಓಕೆ ರಿಕ್ಕಿ, ಇನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನೀವು US ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಯು ಆರ್ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಅನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಹುಡ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಿಲಿಜನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿ.
I personally am not too religious. My parents are extremely religious in the sense that they are always praying, they're going to temples and stuff like that. So for me, from a young age itself, I was not too religious because of my thinking pattern, the way that I look on life and stuff like that. But nevertheless, culturally I'm very strong when it comes to religion, in the sense that I wouldn't go to a temple and pray, but I would love to know more about temples. I would love to know more about my religion. I've read the Gita a couple of times. I've read the Mahabharata, I've read the Ramayana, I've even read the Bible, I've read the Quran. So that way, I would love to get into the culture of all these religions and get to the essence of it, about being a good person and doing good to other people. But at the same time, I would not go to a temple and pray, or I wouldn't fast for on a religious day or whatever. I wouldn't go for these things. But at the same time, I would follow what the essence of every religion is, about doing good to mankind and receiving good from people because you do good.
Okay, you need the blend of religion, so you being a spiritual person. Okay Ricky, ನೀವು ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಹುಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ US ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ, but when you had to move to Bangalore, how was it for you? ಯಾಕೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆದ್ರಿ?
Actually, funnily, a lot of people ask me this question, that how is it the transition between USA and Bangalore. But the thing is that for me, the transition, I didn't even know about it, because it's I moved over here when I was in school. And in fact, there was no transition at all. In fact, there are very few memories I have of USA. And it wasn't difficult for me. Even the food, there was not a problem, because even in the USA, my parents used to make me eat Indian food. And we used to eat spicy masala food and stuff like that. So there was not too much of a difference. Actually, even school-wise also, I think my school, I really liked my school a lot, and I liked my friends. I made really good friends in India. So I would say that it wasn't difficult at all. In fact, I wouldn't even call it difficult or not difficult. I would say I didn't even know that there was a transition. It was just natural.
Okay Ricky, ಇನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಹುಡ್ ಡೇಸ್, ಬಾಲ್ಯದ ದಿನಗಳು ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ?
It was like any other person's childhood, I guess. It was just about normal, nothing great, nothing bad. And I loved my school. Very few people actually liked the school, and I loved my school. I went to Bishop Cotton's for my entire schooling, and I was a lot into cultural activities. I was a lot into debate, into elocutions. I got into music. I used to participate in quiz competitions. I used to win a lot of them. Then I was also into fine arts. I used to paint, I used to draw, I used to make posters and stuff like that. During those days, there were not much use of computers. So everything was hand done, and I used to make draw these fonts, and I used to make posters for our school. and stuff. So it was just a very cultural, very what do you call that? Very artistic childhood.
So on this Christmas Christmas Eve, we have this multi-talented person sitting right in front of us. Okay, ಇನ್ನು ನೀವು ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ, ಯು ವರ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಡಿಬೇಟ್, ಯು ವರ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಕ್ವಿಜ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. ಬಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅನಿಸ್ತು ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಕಂಪೋಸರ್ ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ?
See, like I got into music like how most people get into music when they're in high school or whatever, because I got into music. I picked up the guitar and started playing the guitar because I wanted to impress women, I guess, at that time. Because I heard that women would get impressed, and we used to go to a boys' school. Okay. So I used to feel that when I go for these inter-school competitions and I'm playing the guitar, I might be able to get a girlfriend or whatever. But then like later on, I guess I started getting very serious about it. When I got into college, I got very, very serious about music, and I realized that I wanted to make this my profession. It became a huge passion of mine, and even till today I believe that your passion should always become your profession. Okay. So I decided that this has to become my profession, and my parents forced me to become a dental surgeon. Okay. So then I did my degree. I finished off my entire degree, and during my degree I was still doing music. And once I got my degree, I got into music full time, and now I made it my profession.
Okay, so are you a dental surgeon, or you've just done your degree?
No, I've done my degree and I've got my license to practice. Okay. But I've not practiced for a single day because my passion was always music, and this is just I got my license, I showed it to my parents, and I did music.
Okay, so ನೀವು ಮೂಲತವಾಗಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಗಿಟಾರ್ ಕಲಿಯೋದ್ರಿಂದ, and that's where your passion started.
Exactly.
So how many instruments can Ricky play?
I started off with guitar. I'm not a good guitar player, but I can just manage playing the guitar. Then after that I started learning how to play the piano. And so basically I'm a classical pianist, and what I did was that I played in a lot of bands after that. I played in a couple of rock bands playing the keyboard. We won a lot of competitions all over India. And as I told you, that is when I started feeling that this is my calling, and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I'm sure at that time I was sure that there was a way to make even money off it. Because at the end of the day, everybody has to live and everybody has to lead a certain lifestyle. So then I decided that I have to do this, and I have to make it my passion, and I have to make it my profession, and I have to earn my livelihood also through this. And I started trying to figure out ways how to earn my livelihood out of music, and that's how that was my transition to become a professional musician.
All right, ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಇವತ್ತು ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಮಸ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ಕೇಜ್ ಅವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ಅವರ ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಶುರುವಾಗಿದ್ದು ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಕಂಪೋಸರ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಗಿಟಾರಿಂದ, ಇವಾಗ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಕಲ್ ಪಿಯಾನಿಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಪಿಯಾನೋ ಬಾರಿಸೋದನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೋಡಲೇಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಹೇಗೆ ಪಿಯಾನೋ ಬಾರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಆದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಮುಂಚೆ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಅ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್.